Welcome back, everyone. Episode 59 of the Big Easy Blitz podcast. And once again, we are joined by a special guest for our weekly picks. It is Harry. Now, before I let him take the mic for a little bit, Brock, is there anything you want to say?
Since you didn't just preface this is a game day pick. On Fridays we do our game days.
Did say that.
Whatever. I didn't hear it. I don't. Yeah, good slate of games this week. Happy to have Harry on. This has been actually confirmed for a while. He's had this week for a while, and we're excited to see where he goes with this. Last week, me and the guest picker Ryan Dare had the exact same picks.
Yeah,
And we all went 6-4.
I think that's
So
got to be the first time that's happened.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see if me and Harry are on the same wavelength.
Yep. All right.
Connor's repping his almost alma mater.
Yeah, almost alma mater. Anything you want to say before we get started?
I just want to say thank you, and I'll say, Brock, we are definitely not gonna have the same picks. I'll just tell you that right now. Tell you that right now. But yeah, let's get started.
All right. Brock, what we got?
So to kick it off, we got a questionable line. We got Ohio State minus 14.5 against Illinois.
You think that's too much?
I think that is way too much. Illinois, while they did get blown out against Indiana, they came back and really dominated the game against I'm blanking on who they played.
USC.
USC, sorry. USC is no scrub. They're a very good team. Their quarterback's very good. Jaden
Mayava.
Mayava. Um, I do think Ohio State wins the game, but I think Illinois will cover.
I'm literally right there with you. Well said. I'm taking the Buckeyes.
Yeah, I'm also taking the Buckeyes, but I think they blow them out. I think there's yeah, I mean I
In
don't
Champaign.
I quite frankly I don't care. I think Ohio State runs in their trap and takes over the trap.
But I mean, you got the Illinois fans. They get to watch that, and then they get to go to the Cubs game that night. It's gonna be a good day for Illinois.
Well, if they win.
Well,
So,
If the Cubs win.
Harry, are you more of a Brutus the Buckeye kind of guy over the Fighting Illini?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Brock, what we got next?
coming up next, we got another questionable line. Just the flip side, we have Alabama as a 2.5 point favorite at
Yeah,
Como against Missouri. I don't know what Vegas is thinking. Somebody must be injured for Bama that we don't know about.
must be.
I'm taking Bama to not only win, but I think they triple and maybe even quadruple the cover here.
I'm gonna agree with
Yeah,
you. I'm gonna agree with you on that one. Bama has looked really good
yeah.
since the Florida State game, like really good. The Georgia game could have gone either way, but Georgia's still a really good team. Uh, and I don't think Missouri is the class of the
I
SEC.
was just about to say
I don't think Missouri's the
Steve
class
said
of.
this game is going to be close. Maybe even Missouri takes it.
No, I'm taking Bama by at least a touchdown.
Yeah,
At least a touchdown.
As much as I want to say Missouri, like I'm really hoping they do win, but I think Alabama also beats them by a handful. I don't think like 2.5 just seems ridiculous for me.
Yeah, I don't I don't really get 2.5.
yeah.
Like they,
Like why? Who's hurt?
We'll look for them.
the
What do we not know?
the national media is sipping the
Como Kool-Aid.
the Missouri Tigers Kool-Aid. That kind of seems a little weird.
Yeah. And it has Missouri's money line is plus 130, which is way too low.
That is crazy.
Sprinkled on
They're
Missouri.
5-0. It's very
Honestly, I think as long as Ty Simpson is playing, I think they're gonna win.
very shaky 5-0. I
Yeah.
just don't know what.
Who
I
have they
don't
even
know.
played? Mississippi State?
I know they played South Carolina,
That
but
doesn't count. Lenore was hurt
yeah.
again.
Well, no, that wasn't that game. But
That was the Vandy game.
Oh, that's what it was.
okay, so they opened the season with Central Arkansas.
They beat UL too.
They
I
beat
mean
Kansas. They beat UL without
Walker
without
Howard.
Walker Howard. They beat South Carolina, who has not looked good this year, and then UMass, and they're a 2.5 point underdog against Alabama.
So their best opponent is South Carolina or
I mean,
Kansas. Yeah, one of the two.
yeah.
All right, Brad, we're good.
Hold on, sorry. Next we got probably game day for like actual game day this week. Indiana going to Eugene to take on the Oregon Ducks. I'll let Harry start with them.
Okay.
Um, quite frankly, give me the Ducks. I, I think 7.5 is actually a good line. I think it's either a game they either win by a nail biting field goal or they're just gonna score early, dominate the game. I mean, I think Dante Moore is very good. Potential Heisman. I mean, don't call me crazy, but he's up there. He's top three.
I want to see where you go with this.
Um, I don't. I'm not gonna surprise you here. I'm taking Oregon, but taking Oregon, but I am taking Indiana to cover. I think it's gonna be a very close game. I feel like all the game day games are always close. It's just like that extra oomph. If you remember last year, Miami played Cal in game day, and Miami should have won the game. And then the reason I say that is because Cal's former quarterback is the quarterback for Indiana this year. Frank Mendez. Yeah. Maybe future quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. He's really good. Yeah, but yeah, give me Oregon at home, but I do think Indiana covers this game.
I think this game could go either way. I really do. I think 7.5 might be a little too much for Oregon. They were, look, I know like you said, all the Oregon Penn State was game day, right? Yeah, I know all game day games are normally really tight, but I don't think Penn State is anything this year. And people thought that, I guess we thought too, that that was a really good win for the Oregon Ducks. It's not looking like that anymore. Kind of the same mechanism with LSU and Clemson. Clemson just fell off an absolute cliff. And Indiana has looked really good coming off of a tight game with Iowa, who's always a scrappy team. Uh, I really want to go with the Hoosiers, but I'm gonna ride with the Oregon Ducks. I think Dante Moore and that defense, I think their defense is just gonna be too much for Indiana, and they haven't seen anything like that yet. So give me the Oregon Ducks in this one.
Yeah.
I want to be different,
I was
but
about to say that's three straight games you all pick the same.
well, that's the thing about this week. Like,
Tough. It's tough.
It's good games, but I feel like there's a clear.
yeah, exactly.
Every week we say that, but
Well, I feel like this week more than any other week. I mean, like last week, you would have a game like Washington, Maryland. Anybody could win that
Yeah.
game, you know? So,
Yeah. All right, well, moving on to I think the first one we're going to disagree about maybe. We got Oklahoma as a 1.5 point favorite against Texas in the Red River Shootout or whatever it's called now. Yeah. I'm gonna go now. I was talking about this before in the pregame, the pre-show. I don't know why you're looking at me like that. John Mateer is playing in this game, which I don't agree with. I'm just gonna be honest. I think that they brought him back too early and he's gonna get re-injured. But with that being said, with John Mateer playing, I'm gonna take Oklahoma. Texas has looked terrible. Don't.
Yeah, I just thought you were going Texas.
Oh no, I'm not going Texas. I'm
I
saying
thought you were going Texas.
if Oklahoma if Mateer wasn't playing, I would take Texas. But Mateer is playing. But I do think he will get re-injured, like maybe late in the game. And I do think Oklahoma wins the game.
Go ahead, Eric.
Oh, okay. Um, as a fan of Arch Manning because he went to Newman, obviously shout out Nola. I'm taking Texas. I think he comes back and I think he makes a statement game against Oklahoma. I think he does. Yeah, call me crazy. Call me crazy.
This is why we
Call
bring guest
me
pickers on,
crazy.
damn it. This is why we bring guest pickers on. I like it.
Texas will beat Oklahoma in the Red River rivalry.
It's going to be close. It's going to be a good game. I don't think either team is going to run away with this. Texas obviously just looked terrible. Probably the worst performance of the college football season against Florida last week.
That's why they bounce back.
I'm actually going to disagree with you, Brock. I think he has to. No, I'm taking Oklahoma. But I think in a rivalry like this, yes, I am. Because I think in a rivalry like this, you have to rush him back, rush your star quarterback back.
Yeah.
I completely disagree with that. But I know, I'm sorry. But this is one of the biggest rivalries in college football. If Oklahoma wins this game, they could really cement themselves as one of the best teams in the country. So I think Mateer needs to play in this game, and I think he's going to win it for the Sooners.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Moving on to the fifth game of the day. We got Florida, the aforementioned Florida, who just took down Texas, taking on Texas's other rival, Texas A&M, who I think is very fraudulent. They're not the fifth best team in the country. And coming from an LSU fan who knows a thing or two about fraudulent teams right now. Um, give me A&M. I just think Florida's that bad. I'm not a buyer in Florida. I don't think Texas is very good. I think A&M is slightly better than Texas, which is why I'm taking A&M at home. But A&M is a 7.5 point favorite.
Yeah, So do you think the difference between Florida and Texas is that great? Or do you think Florida is that much of a better team than Texas is?
Oh no, I just think Texas played a horrible game.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
it's nothing.
Um, I really want College Game Day to come to Baton Rouge. So Texas A&M, please win this game. I'm gonna pick you.
Yeah, I'm also gonna take A&M. I witnessed firsthand DJ Lagway throw 4 interceptions. Oh,
Five.
sorry, five
We
in
were
a
all in the student
in
section.
a single game. I mean, LSU's defense is great, but I mean, 5 interceptions. I don't buy the hype on DJ Lagway. He did beat Texas last week, so yes, obviously this doesn't sound good for my Texas pick. I am contradicting myself, but
It's-
give me A&M to beat Florida.
No, we're going to contradict this.
Real quick, DJ Lagway threw 5 interceptions against LSU and he just beat Texas.
Yeah.
Can we just let that sink in? Can we just let that sink in,
Guys,
guys?
college football is incredible.
It's weird sports. Same with the NFL.
And the NFL too.
Talking about this last night.
Yeah, it's any given.
There's no like terrible teams anymore.
There's no 0-16 Browns anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I miss those days.
I mean, the Saints. Oh, the Saints just beat the Giants, and the Giants beat the Chargers, and
And
the
the
Eagle,
Eagles.
like,
That
make
means
it make
they're
sense.
better than the Eagles through process of elimination.
Sure, let's ride with it.
Mov- Moving on to another rivalry, just a week full of rivalries. It feels like. We got what's this game called? I don't know. Georgia versus Auburn. There's a specific name for this.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's a deep South Soldiers rivalry, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I didn't even know this.
yeah, Georgia's 3.5 point favorite. Auburn gets them at home. A lot of people like are kind of what's the word? I'm trying to keep it PG here. Um, not taking Auburn seriously because they lost to Oklahoma, even though that was a one possession game.
That game could have gone either way.
Along with the A&M game, they didn't play very well, but they were still in it. And Auburn is a 3.5 point underdog, which is one of our Auburn friends, Gianni, actually told me to hammer the Georgia on that to cover. Now I am going to take Georgia, but I do think Auburn covers. I think it is a field goal game. I think maybe a last second field goal. Maybe Auburn has the ball to go down and score to win the game, and they can't do it. But give me Georgia, but in a very, very tight rivalry game.
I think that Georgia front's just going to eat up Auburn's very bad offensive line. Jackson Arnold has really struggled back there. Um, the Auburn has a bunch of playmakers on offense, but obviously if the quarterback doesn't have any time, then you can't get it to the playmakers. Um, I think I think Georgia I think Georgia wins by more than 3 in this game.
Yeah, Brock, I actually did some research. It is called the Deep South's oldest rivalry. So that is Georgia Auburn. As a fan myself, I'm going to take Georgia.
Okay.
Family's from Marietta. I like Georgia. I've been rooting for the Dogs and LSU. Those have been my two teams. Uh, I believe for a semester.
That is a valid reason to go with the Georgia Bulldogs.
But again, also I have nothing against Auburn. I just don't believe in the what's the name? Jackson Arnold, right?
Yeah.
I was about to say Jamie Arnold. That's not his name. Yeah, I don't believe it. So yeah, sorry, my bad. All right. But yeah, Georgia.
What's next?
I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Oh, Michigan versus USC. More underrated matchup this week.
There you go. Go first.
Michigan,
What's lines?
Michigan at 2.5. We're gonna have to cut that out. I'm just joking. Okay. So Michigan, USC, I am taking Michigan. Everybody's gonna call me crazy, but
I don't think anybody's gonna play you crazy for that.
I think Ginger's going to. He seemed very adamant on USC earlier, saying they were really good and they played good football. But again, real no rhyme or reason. Uh yeah, Michigan. And I know somebody on the team.
2 people.
Two people, no one.
Mhm. Uh, I'm going to go with the Southern Cal Trojans in this game. I think, honestly, I think this game could go either way, but Michigan has looked more down than up, I'd say, this year. And USC does have their offense to hang their hat on. So I'm going to go with the Trojans and that electric offense.
Yeah, I'm very glad you let me go last here. From here on out, you will never see me picking Michigan in a take ever again because
Why?
of one man. And I didn't tell you about this, but Dave Portnoy has the biggest ego when it comes to Michigan football I have ever seen in my life. Oh my God, y'all were mid forever and you won one natty
And you
when you
cheated.
cheated the whole year. And now you think the Big Ten is Jesus Christ. Okay. He literally he said that the Michigan and teams like Michigan, Nebraska that would run through the SEC. My phone just dropped. That's how flabbergasted I am right now.
Is he like being actually serious about
I
that?
think it's hard
Like
to
teams
tell.
like Nebraska and like Iowa?
Yeah, he's saying it's harder to go through the Big Ten when you play Northwestern and Rutgers
Minnesota.
and Minnesota and yeah, week in and week out. That's all I gotta say. I'm taking USC to cover, and it's only 2.5, and I hope it's more than that.
USC, the Southern Cal Trojans of the Big Ten.
I hope Jaden Mayaba throws for 4,000 yards against your poverty defense, and you took Bryce Underwood. I will never let you live that down. Very much so. I literally was in an academy when that happened. I almost fell to my knees in an academy when I saw
baseball bats and
Bryce.
across the.
Moving on, we got BYU as a 1.5 point underdog or favorite against the Zona, Arizona. The Wildcats. Give me Arizona. Not really much to talk about. I just think Arizona's going to win the game. I know their quarterback, Noah Fafita. Um, yeah, give me Arizona to win this game. Not much else to say.
I've watched BYU the last couple of weeks and they've looked really good. They handled Colorado after being down early in that game, but they came back and won. And then they just blew out a pretty bad West Virginia team. But I really do think they're a good team, and they have a quarterback and his number's 47. Yeah, Bachenmeyer, something like that. So I think that's pretty cool. That kid cares. Everybody on that team cares, man. Give me the Cougars to beat the Wildcats.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with BYU as well. That dude's last name was what would you say, Bachenmeyer? I mean, and his number's 47. Like, come on, man. Can't love that.
It is a quarterback.
And he's a quarterback. Like, you would think he'd be like a fullback or something. I mean, like I said, give me the BYU Cougars.
Good. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Finally having some parity. Okay. Um, so I'm just gonna say disclaimer to Mr. Ryan Dara. I know you're watching. We are so sorry. We took out Arizona State and Utah at the last second because Sam Levitt is doubtful. And I'm not gonna lie, love you, Ryan. Arizona State ain't winning without Sam Levitt. So we switched it to Nebraska versus Maryland. Very interesting matchup. Maryland has a very good quarterback named Malik Washington, a freshman quarterback. They also have two very good edge rushers, freshmen. Their name eludes me right now. Um, Nebraska is a 6.5 point favorite in going to Maryland. I'm taking Maryland to win this game. Dylan Raiola, while I have been on his bandwagon, I actually watched him play a whole game, and I quickly came off of that bandwagon. Give me Maryland to win this game and an upset.
What game was that? Was that the Michigan State game? He looked bad.
They scored a lot of points, but I just wasn't impressed.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I took Maryland last week. I was on the Malik Washington hype train, and they were up by 20 and lost. So with that being said, I'm going back to the Maryland Terrapins.
Yeah, I'm not a big believer in the Dylan Raiola train, so
I also can't stand Dylan Raiola, so
yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of his, one could say. Just because he thinks he's Patrick Mahomes with the haircut. I mean, yeah, like you don't need to impersonate. But again, that's besides the point. Give me Maryland to win.
all right. What do we got next, bro?
Last game of the day. Our
What do
favorite.
we have next, bro?
Last game of the day. We got the Tigers of LSU taking on South Carolina in a. I'll let y'all go first because I had some.
Mid matchup right here. Um, just two teams that I thought were going to be very good at the beginning of this year, and needless to say, neither of them are. LSU is okay. South Carolina is worse than okay. So I'm gonna go with LSU. I think this is the game that Garrett Nussmeier finally does something. Um, and Lenore Sellers, man, I was a big believer in you before the season started. I'm rooting for you, but not in this one.
Yeah, as much as I would like to say it's the battle of the mid, I still think LSU's good, man. I'm riding the false hope. Um, I think Garrett Nussmeier throws for 500 yards this game, and I think LSU wins. Not biased, by the way.
You, sir, are insane.
No, no. I don't want to say hear me out, but it's got to click eventually. I mean, we've all been saying this. Brock, come on, man. Come on, you don't need to. Oh, I thought you just dropped your phone because I said that. Sorry. But like I said, I think Nussmeier finally gets the game. I think it's a high scoring game. I think it's gonna be like 28-35.
If there's somebody to back you up on the Nussmeier take, it's the guy sitting to my right.
No.
So
He may not agree with me, but I believe Garrett Nussmeier's throwing for around 500 yards.
I'm really trying to find so fun here. I couldn't have been two more opposite picks on the game here. That's not even where I was going with this one. I was going with the fact that South Carolina, ever since last year, keeps whining and complaining that they should have won last year if it wasn't for two stupid penalties that their own team forced. What are you? Um, and if I have to hear one more time that they should have won the game or could have and should have won the game, um, I don't even know what I'm saying. These two threw me off right here.
against who?
Us last year. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Uh, maybe if your quarterback can complete a forward pass last year, you won the game. Maybe if your stupid kicker made a 49-yard field goal last year, you would have won the game. Um, maybe if your players didn't blindside block the quarterback, you would have won the game.
That was that game?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now to piggyback off what these two said, LSU lost one game and you're already off the ship. That's left insane. And Harry, 35-28 to two teams who LSU or South my bad. LSU or South Carolina, I don't think have scored 28 plus points all season. It's on. Uh, minus the Southeastern game, LSU has failed to reach 28 points, I'm pretty sure. Uh, yeah. South Carolina scored 35 one time, 38 against South Carolina State, and 35 against Kentucky.
South FCS, South Carolina State.
Yes. I don't even. These two just threw me off my entire what I was supposed to say. I'm taking LSU. They're a 9.5 point favorite, which is a little ridiculous. I'm taking South Carolina's gonna cover, but I'm taking LSU to win the game. Um, Not much else to say. I don't think Nussmeier throws for 500 yards, like Harry said. Would I love to see that? Absolutely.
I
'Cause
would too.
When he throws for 500 yards, don't come back to me and say, "Oh, he's not throwing for 500 yards." Okay.
If Nussmeier throws for 500 yards, I promise you, this campus will never hear the end of it from me, especially certain people.
Uh,
I've realized how much 500 yards is now. That's a lot.
no, stand on it.
So I'm going 550 now.
We've lost. We've gone.
We've gone insane here, guys. This is why we bring in guest pickers. Is there anything else you want to say? Barack.
The Cubs win. Um, Cubs win. I'm really trying not to. Cubs.
I hope y'all lose tonight. I really hope y'all lose tonight. I really hope y'all lose tonight.
That's actually kind of impossible because we play tomorrow night. So, um, I'm not gonna say anything until the end of
When you get your heart
and
broken
yes,
and
game
then
5.
everybody on the team leaves in free agency, I cannot wait.
Okay.
No. That's gonna do it for episode 59. A very, very chaotic episode here. some questionable predictions, some off the rails things. We've had a couple distractions. We had somebody who decided to wave in the camera. Connor, you didn't see that. Come back for episode 60 on Monday. Thank you. Peace.